Hey, from the library. I made a discovery the other day. Over the last fiscal year, so ending in June 30th, we made a big purchase of things. And one of them was a database of primary sources. It turns out that there's a ton of secondary sources in too. Don't get me started on the nuances of that, but let me show you because there's a lot of fun stuff for you to dig around in. So go to databases, go to history. It's called the Adam Matthews Database of Primary Sources. Wink, wink. There's a 1980s Culture and Society that just came through too. That one's fun to dig around in. Adam Matthew Primary Source Collections. Secondary sources also. I did an interesting search, very interesting for me, where I was just like, oh, better dig around and see what's in here. Turns out that there's like a bunch of zines, underground newspapers, okay, so I'll admit there is primary sources here. There's a letter from a sociology student asking for instrument design on the Kinsey questionnaire. Just fun to read. From 1949. It's a bold thing to send off on your typewriter and have it be digitized 80 years later. At any rate, look through this. There's tons and tons and tons of stuff. Apparently, we're one of the few libraries that bought the complete package. So what does that mean? When you go through, try looking for things that you're interested in the keywords. I would say for today, it's fun to just dig around in this View Collections area. A lot of them, I imagine, exist in archives. Maybe it's private archives, maybe it's public archives, like our own special collections. So you might find that there's overlap, but it feels like everything is hosted directly by the Adam Matthews Database Group. They are based in the UK, so beware. The internet access is kind of slow, and sometimes you will click on something. So let me look at 1980s culture. Sometimes, even though you're authenticated or you're on campus, it'll bump up with this thing saying, hey, you don't belong to us. Just hit reload. Or if there's some error or anything like that that shows up. I really want to get into this. It sounds really fascinating. There's a magazine called Yank. If you go down by the title of the subjects, it kind of works like a special collections where there's big sections that you could go in and then search. You can search everything. You can go into these specifics. I liked searching everything. Here's some of the highlights that I found. Well, we already saw that one. I looked up Ogden, Utah, and in 1905, there was a friendly book by the railroad saying, oh, here's your fee schedule for if you want to ride the train. Immigrants only. I don't know how they determined if somebody was an immigrant by asking them, are you an immigrant? Because the prices are double for you. No, I'm not an immigrant. I don't know how that worked. Here's propaganda. Presumably this is England and Russia during World War I. Here's the Berkeley Barb, an underground newspaper, the day they napalmed Harlem, which I'm just like, whoa, it's so apocalyptic. I love it. You don't get this in the mainstream stuff that the library buys. So this is wonderful things that you can track down. Here's also men's fashion. Apparently men like to wear heavy fur coats at one time. Very stylish. This has been Dale, your librarian. Reach out to me if you'd like to have me purchase anything for the library. If you want me to refer students to me or have me come talk to your class. Have a good one.